the outsider who is currently the center of attention. Even though you're trying to be stealthy, I can feel the wind blowing in sync with your every stride. I see. The pleasure is all mine. My name is Yasuke, and I am one of the commanders of Oda Dono's brigade. Do you find my appearance surprising? Well, it's a fact that I am a bit of an anomaly in the vast nation of Japan. Since I suspect you have not traveled very far, let alone outside of these lands, I will provide a brief description of my homeland. Mozambique is a remote land thousands of miles from us, and that's where I was conceived. In my youth, I resided in a little community that, despite its lack of remarkable features, I nonetheless loved as my own. My life has certainly not been typical in any way. Slavery brought me to this place, but the fact that I have saved my loved ones from the clutches of slave merchants gave me some measure of comfort. The intense desire for the well-being of my family compelled me to sacrifice my own life. As a result, I eked out a living on the basic minimum over the course of each season, at times contemplating my own demise. Daily, all I was given was a piece of bread and a jug of water. Therefore, it was excruciatingly painful to endure each day. There were others who shared the same predicament as I did, and as a result, we helped each other to persevere and move on. Having my worth acknowledged for the first time without any sign of disapproval broadened my perspective. While learning about Japanese customs and philosophical concepts and assumptions, I repaid these teachings with explanations about what existed beyond this nation as a gesture of gratitude. The understanding of the unknown is captivating to those who listen, so this made them extremely pleased. I had observed my captors for months, if not years, learning their patterns as they unsheathed swords and tortured prisoners, leaving a mark on their flesh, sometimes even resorting to barbaric executions. After a while, I concluded that I was prepared enough to attempt to escape. I was able to predict their actions. It became my wish to free myself and my newfound brothers from this oppression. All I needed was a katana. As for the skill, you could say I was born with them. My larger frame and denser musculature provide me with a level of resistance comparable to that of a renowned warlord. So I am always very confident in my physical capacities. Everything was going swimmingly until we had to release ourselves from our shackles. But we were too arrogant to believe it would be simple. And as a result of my own hasty choices, everyone was slaughtered. Right in front of me. Rage filled my entire being, and all I wanted to do was rip their bodies to pieces. I followed my instincts and soon found myself towering over a blood-stained sight. The blade of the weapon I claimed as my own eventually dulled and became useless. I got down on my knees and made up my mind to perform seppuku as a way of showing respect to my fallen comrades. Before I could meet my demise, however, a young woman who exuded a certain aura of dignity and refinement approached me while mounted on her horse and stopped me from doing such a thing. After examining and unfolding events in the area, she clarified that she was on the lookout for these criminals with the intent to release the captives. Her voice was like music to my ears, understanding and just, so before she embarked on her path, I asked the young lady if I could accompany them, and she openly agreed, adding that she observed that I did not have the eyes of a ruthless killer. I was intrigued to see what kind of future she could offer to the less fortunate. Oda Dono exhibited no sign of disdain, regardless of how distinct my skin tone is. how unique my hair looks, or how others perceive my physique to be somewhat animalistic. Instead, she welcomed me into her home and treated me like a member of her family. This was not exceptional treatment, but rather evidence that she is a cordial and honest woman. She has a way of making people around her feel at ease, which is why we all battle in her name. My devotion to her is undeniable. Under her watchful eye, I began to comprehend the spirit and ethos of the samurai. The Bushido Code, with its values of bravery, honor, and loyalty, struck a profound chord within my heart. The samurai represent more than simply military prowess. They are also a paragon of virtue and self-control, a defender of fairness in an unjust world. Upon observing the deeds and virtues of the samurai surrounding me, I realized that I discovered the path I aspired to follow. I desired to be a part of this noble tradition and to contribute my strength and capabilities to the common good. I needed to always push myself and strive for improvement. The transition from outsider to samurai did not occur overnight. I was put through strict physical, mental, and spiritual education. Perseverance and dedication became my finest allies as I mastered the katana, strategy, and the art of maintaining calm under fire. A warrior's integrity must extend beyond his or her ability to fight. Growing a strong sense of moral obligation and compassion is essential. As I became one of them, I realized I had a responsibility to protect the most vulnerable, uphold and defend justice, and promote enduring harmony among the communities. My decision was, however, also a matter of self-affirmation. In a world where differences can lead to separation, I aimed to prove that the color of my skin was not indicative of my value as a person or soldier. I wished to dispel such preconceptions and demonstrate that true bravery and skill transcend all prejudice. A genuine leader uses their weapon for the benefit of his or her people, not merely to cause violence and devastation. This is how I was taught. In embracing the tradition around us, I also found a place I could call home. A supportive and caring circle of brave men and women who shared the same passion for equity and self-improvement. Together, we confronted and surmounted challenges and obstacles, bolstering one another in our pursuit of a prosperous land. As the years have passed, I've had the honor of serving beside Odadono in the many conflicts that have shaped this part of the world. My confidence in the soundness of my decision to pursue this course has grown with every new experience, every new triumph, and every new setback. In retrospect, I can affirm that becoming a swordsman was not merely an occupational choice or a status-seeking endeavor. It was a quest for personal development through which I felt a deeper connection to the ideals of honesty, tenacity, and kindness. I had anticipated as much. I was tasked with protecting you and strengthening your mind and character. And since I was informed that you had grown weary of merely observing others perform their duties, I was asked to make you one of us, and I do approach my responsibilities with great care. You will be the first one I take under my wing, and I am grateful for the opportunity to walk beside you as you forge your own unique path. In my role as your mentor, I will guide you, but not interfere with the choices you make. I believe people are responsible for their own destinies, whether they are good or evil. I pray that the road ahead is one that we may travel together for many, many years, my fearless new friend.